can you explain why IJDS and how IJDS is important for the research community along those lines? Foster, I would like.
Yeah, I mean, some of it goes to basically what I was saying before, the, having a journal that is focused on a very important field for business. I mean, to me, at this point, it has become incontrovertible. Yeah, I don't know that anyone really wants to debate me on whether or not data science is important for business. I'm happy to have the debate if someone wants to, right? But let's just say, for the sake of argument right now, that we accept that, right? Then it is important, I think, to have a journal that is focused on that, right? And and top journals are the journals we make top journals. I mean, we've seen this over and over again in information systems, right? The information systems, this was before I entered the machine learning, the information systems community, right? In the mid 90s, the information systems community started the Informs journal, ISR, Information Systems Research, right? The community simply decided that this was going to be the top journal, and then they made it happen. That was extremely impressive. I joined Stern in '99. I had been, working out in industry before that and knew, the machine learning field, the data mining field. I wasn't really familiar with so familiar with the information systems field. I went there, I learned about the information systems, and to me, ISR was just one of the top journals, right? Already by 99, right? And so similarly, let me give another example in machine learning, right? We had the top journal, the machine learning journal. And for various reasons, we as a community decided that we want another top journal, and we created the Journal of Machine Learning Research, and it almost instantly simply became, the top journal in machine learning. Yeah. Right. And again, it's what the community decides, right? And so it's not like, oh, that journal's new, so it can't be a top journal. No, that's not the way it works, right? And so the community has to decide to make this a top journal. On the editorial side, right? IJDS has to play a very difficult game, because the publisher will be saying, why is the pipeline so thin? I don't know anything about the pipeline of ideas, but I know I was editor-in-chief of a top journal, right? I know how top journals work, right? You don't have papers in the pipeline. The publisher, in this case, Informs, gets nervous, right? And Galit or whoever else is, sort of running the process is going to basically have to say, no, we are actually a top journal. We're publishing top articles. If we don't happen to have top articles, it is our job to beat the bushes and go out and get there. But we are going to err on the side of having great articles rather than a full pipeline. And we'll be happy to publish fewer issues if we have to, right? This is my opinion, right? And then, of course, authors have to submit their great work. Don't think of it as a place to submit second-rate work, because it'll get rejected, right? And to me, there's plenty of great work, because there are great papers getting rejected by management science and ISR all the time for the reasons that we've discussed already. So just because it was rejected by management science doesn't mean it's no good, right? And so think about actually sending it. If you don't have success in one of the journals and you believe it's a great paper, send it, right? Or just send it as this is a little dangerous if you're junior, right? But for us senior people, right, take a step, send the paper, and then finally, the senior faculty in data science in business schools have to all get together, not necessarily physically, get together in spirit and say, we're going to make the argument, it has to be true, by the way, that this is a top journal. It's publishing top papers, and this is where top people publish.
That's awesome. I think.
I mean, we have one issue that hasn't even quite appeared yet, right?
Yeah, that's great. I mean, I think it's people believing is one thing, but papers out there coming out, and this is a great example. The first paper is a great example of great work coming out of IJDS. So we're really excited about that. I think it's about Galit has editorials written on this as well. So I would encourage you senior authors as well as senior faculty to read those and get an understanding of why this is. And for your potential authors out there, if you want to find people who talk your language in data science, this is the place. Like Foster was saying earlier, I mean, their experience has been positive, and hopefully people who do good work and who want to talk to the reviewers who talk your language, we want this to be their journal.
Yeah, one comment that I want to make as a junior faculty member is that it's like super exciting for me to see like a data science venue in business, right? Because very often, at least like being in the information systems department, like the journals that I could potentially consider to send my work is like 2 or 3, right? At least the ones that the business school is going to be interested in counting, right? If I want to go become an associate professor, right? And so in that sense, like just having this new venue, I think it's incredibly important for us, like more junior people as well.